But man, people
Yes.
love you.
Good evening. Hello, New York.
Feel good, right?
Ever wondered what makes Keanu Reeves so universally loved? From heartwarming acts of kindness to humble gestures that defy Hollywood norms, Keanu's reputation as the nicest celebrity isn't just hype. Let's dive into 10 moments that prove why Keanu is truly the nicest celebrity around. Ready to see why he's everyone's favorite? Let's get started. Number 10. Keanu Reeves once bought an ice cream just to sign the receipt for a fan. Whenever Keanu Reeves' name pops up, we're reminded of why he's celebrated as one of the nicest guys in Hollywood. The John Wick star has consistently shown that he's not just a great actor, but also an incredibly kind and down-to-earth person. His genuine nature makes us fall in love with him. Journalist James Dater shared a heartwarming story on Twitter about an encounter he had with Keanu when he was just 16 years old. It all happened in 2001 when Dater was working at a movie theater in Sydney. Keanu, who was filming the Matrix series at the time, walked in on a quiet Wednesday morning. Dater recalls the surreal moment when he saw a guy in jeans, a leather jacket, and a horse riding helmet, a full, quirky equestrian-style helmet, walk up to the box office. It took Dater a few seconds to snap out of his daze and realize that the guy under the helmet was none other than Keanu Reeves. Once he figured it out, he was understandably starstruck. Reeves mentioned that he was there to watch From Hell, a Johnny Depp movie about a psychic detective hunting down Jack the Ripper. Dater, in his excitement, offered to give Keanu an employee discount, hoping to impress him. He also had a hidden agenda. By offering the discount, he hoped to get Keanu's autograph on the employee sheet.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want.
But Keanu, being the humble guy he is, politely declined the offer, saying he didn't work there and couldn't accept the discount. "I don't work here," Keanu says, a little confused by my offer, Dater tweeted. Flustered, Dater just charged him the regular price and kicked himself afterward for missing the chance to get that autograph. Just when Dater thought he'd blown it, his day took an unexpected turn. A couple of minutes later, there was a knock on the door behind him. Thinking it was his manager, he opened it, only to find Keanu standing there. "I realized you probably wanted my autograph," Keanu said, "so I signed this." He handed Dater a receipt from the concession stand with his autograph scribbled on the back. As Keanu walked away, Dater noticed him casually toss an ice cream cone into the trash. It turned out that Keanu had bought the ice cream just to get the receipt paper so he could sign it for Dater. I realized later that he bought an ice cream cone he didn't want just to get a receipt paper so he could scribble his autograph for a 16-year-old idiot, Dater tweeted. The internet, as always, was thrilled with this story of Keanu's kindness. Number 9. Keanu Reeves and his respectful hover hands. Keanu Reeves is more than just an action star. He's a genuinely good guy, both on and off the screen. While John Wick 3 and his roles in Toy Story 4 and Bill and Ted Face the Music have fans buzzing, it's his everyday actions that truly make him stand out. One of the many things that fans love about Keanu is his respectful approach to personal space, often referred to as his hover hands in photos. You can spot it in countless pictures with female fans and celebrities alike.
We ran into each other a few months ago at a restaurant in LA. Do you remember that?
Of course I remember that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Whether posing with a Hollywood actress or an everyday fan, Keanu's hands never touch the person he's standing next to. Instead, his arm hovers behind them, creating the illusion of an arm around the shoulder without actually making contact. This small gesture has earned him a lot of praise, especially in the context of today's Me Too movement, where respecting boundaries is more important than ever. The internet has had a field day with these photos, with some people seeing it as a way for Keanu to avoid any potential misunderstandings or accusations. But for most, it's just another reason to admire him. After all, it's not every day you see a big-time celebrity showing this level of respect and consideration, even when fans are clamoring for a picture. Keanu's respectful behavior isn't just about avoiding controversy. It's a reflection of his genuine kindness. When he starred with Sandra Bullock in Speed, for example, Sandra asked him to make sure her dress didn't ride up during a scene. Keanu, ever the gentleman, made sure she was comfortable throughout filming, proving that chivalry isn't dead, at least not with him. Some have speculated that Keanu's hover hands might also stem from cultural sensitivity. Having traveled extensively, including to Asia, where customs around physical contact can be different, it's possible he picked up one of these practices and incorporated them into his interactions. In places like South Korea, for instance, putting your arm around someone during a photo is considered impolite, a concept known as manner hands. Whether it's learned behavior or just another aspect of his natural decency, Keanu's hover hands have become a symbol of his respect for others. In a world where unwanted touch can have negative psychological effects, his approach is a breath of fresh air. So, whether you're a fan of his movies or just a fan of decency, there's no denying that Keanu Reeves continues to set the bar high, both on and off the screen.
Love making the film, and it has been a while.
Number 8. Boosting up Barry. Halle Berry went all out for her role in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, but it wasn't without some serious challenges. During the intense training, Berry actually broke her ribs. Determined to stay on the film, she tried to push through the pain, worried that if anyone found out, she might lose the role. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to work with Keanu Reeves? Eventually, though, she had to come clean, and the director graciously paused production to let her heal. Interestingly, this wasn't the first time Berry was offered a chance to star alongside Reeves. She was initially considered for the female lead in Speed, a role that ultimately went to Sandra Bullock. Reflecting on it later, Berry jokingly admitted that passing on the movie was a stupid move. But Reeves, ever the gentleman, quickly came to her defense. He explained that the original script for Speed was less than thrilling, with the bus never leaving the parking lot. Definitely not the high-octane film we know today. Reeves also took a moment to praise Berry, calling her an inspiration. Can you imagine getting that kind of compliment from Keanu Reeves? Berry has played plenty of tough roles over the years, but she says nothing compared to the preparation for John Wick 3. She described the training as the hardest she's ever done, even after a career filled with action movies. Berry threw herself into learning new skills for the role, including jiu-jitsu, firearms training, and even dog training. She joked that while she didn't earn a black belt from the experience, she's now well-equipped to fend off any would-be purse snatchers. Berry's dedication didn't go unnoticed, especially by Reeves. The two have built a strong friendship, with Berry even showing her support when Reeves was honored at the TCL Chinese Theater in Los Angeles. During the ceremony, Reeves left his mark, literally, by placing his hand and footprints in cement. But in classic Keanu fashion, it took him 3 tries to get his signature just right. Berry was there to cheer him on, proving that their on-screen partnership in John Wick has turned into a real-life bond. Berry may have missed out on working with Reeves in Speed, but her role in John Wick 3 more than made up for it, giving us one of the most dynamic duos in action movie history.
I don't go around shooting people in the head.
I'm not asking you to kill anyone.
Number 7. Keanu Reeves channeled Speed as he advised fellow airline passengers after an emergency landing. Keanu Reeves had a real-life travel adventure that felt like something straight out of his Speed movies. While on a United Airlines flight from San Francisco to Burbank, the plane had to make an emergency landing in Bakersfield. With the airport closed and passengers stranded, it was a situation that could have turned into a mess. But of course, Keanu stepped up. Freelance cartoonist Brian Rhea, who happened to be on the same flight, captured the whole experience on his Instagram story. It all started with some casual shots of Reeves boarding the plane, chatting with flight attendants and talking about his upcoming projects. But things took a turn when the flight was forced to land unexpectedly. Instead of just sitting back and waiting for instructions, Keanu took matters into his own hands. He helped sort out the situation and even explained the group's options to fellow passengers. The quickest way to get to LA? A 2-hour van ride. And guess who led the way? Yep, Keanu. Reeves didn't just guide the group. He kept everyone entertained on the road trip. He started reading out fun facts about Bakersfield, sharing details like its population is about 380,000, making it the 9th most popular city in California and the 52nd most popular in the nation. He even played some country music to keep the mood light and local. By the time they finally made it to LA, the group was probably exhausted, but Keanu wasn't done yet. Rhea documented the final moments of the trip as Reeves headed into a Carl's Jr. for some well-deserved fast food. "It's been a long day for all of us," Rhea captioned the shot. So while the day didn't go as planned, it's clear that if you ever find yourself in a travel emergency, Keanu Reeves is the guy you want by your side. Not only will he take charge, but he'll make sure the journey is as enjoyable as possible, even if it means turning an emergency landing into an impromptu road trip adventure.
Yeah, I just went like that.
Did you,
and
I
then-
mean, did you,
Yes.
were you calm? Did you panic? Did you have thoughts?
I took a breath.
Number 6. Keanu Reeves patiently answered an excited fan's rapid-fire questions during an airport run-in. Keanu Reeves, once again, shows us why he's the definition of kindness. After landing in New York City on July 5th, fresh off a flight from London, Reeves found himself at baggage claim when a young fan eagerly approached him. Twitter user Andrew Kimmel was there to capture the heartwarming interaction and shared the moment with his followers. The young boy asked Keanu for an autograph, and then, like any excited fan, started firing off a series of rapid questions. Keanu, with his usual charm, answered each one patiently. Kimmel, who witnessed the exchange, shared how the conversation unfolded. The boy asked why Reeves was in London, and Keanu explained he was filming a documentary. The kid then mentioned the Formula One Grand Prix, pronouncing it with the X, and Keanu, instead of correcting him, just rolled with it, even giving the word a little French flair. F1! Race cars! Keanu added enthusiastically. When asked if he drives, Keanu admitted he doesn't drive F1 cars, but does enjoy riding motorcycles. The questions kept coming. Does he live in New York? No, he's based in Los Angeles. How long is he staying in New York? 5 days. What's he doing in New York? Catching a Broadway show. Which show? American Buffalo by Mamet. Where's he staying? Midtown. As the boy began to run out of questions, Keanu turned the tables and started asking him about his travels. He asked the kid why he was in Europe, what galleries he visited in Paris, and which one was his favorite. According to him, Reeves couldn't have been nicer, even though he had just gotten off an international flight. He wrapped up his Twitter thread by saying, "I thought I'd share this because the dude is a class act, and little moments like this can make such a big difference in people's lives. We need more Keanus." It's clear that Reeves isn't just a superstar on the screen, but in real life too.
That dog was a gift from my dying wife.
Number 5. Keanu Reeves, unshakable cool. Picture this. Keanu Reeves jumps on his motorcycle, no personal assistance in sight, and heads out to run some errands. He parks his bike behind an SUV, perpendicular to the curb, and goes about his business. Meanwhile, the owner of the SUV returns, starts the engine, and accidentally backs right into Keanu's motorcycle. Cue to cringe. The police are called, and the woman, clearly rattled, hands over her license and registration. The situation's tense, but when Keanu arrives, he's as cool as ever. The officers inform him what happened, but instead of getting upset, he stays totally chill. He checks out his custom motorcycle and casually mentions that, as far as he's concerned, there's no real damage. The police, trying to be helpful, tell Keanu that they've got the woman's info if he wants to file a claim with her insurance. But he's not interested in any of that. Instead, he walks over to the SUV, not to assess the damage, but to make sure the driver is okay. And just like that, he's back on his bike ready to roll. Later, after leaving a doctor's office in Beverly Hills, Keanu discovers a dent on his motorcycle. At first, he's skeptical when paparazzi mention the damage, but seeing the police officers by his bike confirms it. Despite the minor dent and having to start his bike 6 times, Keanu remains unbothered. He chats with the cops, shakes hands with the driver, and then calmly rides off. This encounter just proves that Keanu Reeves is not only a hero on screen, but a model of grace and composure in real life.
You working again?
No, just sorting some stuff out.
Number 4. He pushed Octavia Spencer's broken down car. Before Octavia Spencer became the acclaimed Oscar-winning actress we know today, she had one of those days where everything seemed to go wrong. Just imagine Octavia, dressed in her most casual clothes, heads out to grab a script for an audition. Her car, perpetually parked under a tree in her driveway, was covered in bird droppings, but that's the least of her worries. As she's driving home through the upscale streets of Beverly Hills, her car breaks down right in the middle of the street. There she is, stuck in a busy intersection with a line of impatient drivers blasting their horns. The car is blocking traffic and people have to weave around her vehicle. She's standing on the side of the road, stressed and flustered, while people seated at nearby cafe tables across the street watch her struggle, probably enjoying the spectacle. Despite the frustration she's causing, not a single person stops to help. It feels like everyone's just content to watch her predicament from a distance. But then, out of nowhere, a true hero arrives on a motorcycle. It's none other than Keanu Reeves. He pulls up, sees Octavia's situation, and asks if he can help. Without missing a beat, Keanu offers to help push her car out of the way. Octavia, relieved, starts heading toward the trunk, ready to get her hands dirty. But Keanu has other plans. He insists she get behind the wheel while he takes charge of pushing the car. It's a classic move. He's not just offering help, he's stepping up in a big way. As they start pushing the car, something amazing happens. The people who had been watching from the cafes across the street now spring into action. They recognize Keanu Reeves and, inspired by his kindness, cross the street to lend a hand. It's like they needed a celebrity nudge to get involved, but hey, they're helping now. With Keanu leading the way and the new helpers pitching in, they manage to push the car to the curb out of the way of traffic. It's a heartwarming moment that shows how a simple act of kindness can ripple out and inspire others to do the same. Keanu's gesture wasn't just about moving a car. It was a powerful reminder of how we can all make a difference by stepping up to help others in need. And maybe, just maybe, his actions taught everyone watching a valuable lesson in compassion.
And then, of course, when people saw it was Keanu Reeves helping me, everybody came down.
Number 3, he jumped out of his car to sign a fan banner. In July 2019, Keanu Reeves melted hearts when he made a fan's day unforgettable. While filming the third Bill and Ted movie in Louisiana, Reeves spotted a handmade sign left on the ground that read, "You're breathtaking," a nod to his memorable appearance at the E3 convention earlier that year. As the story goes, Bill and Ted screenwriter Ed Solomon shared the moment on Twitter, revealing that Reeves couldn't resist stopping the car to sign the sign. Not only did he add his autograph, but he also wrote, "You're breathtaking" below the original message. The sign was placed by Stacey Hunt and her kids, who wanted to give the actor a warm welcome to their town. When Reeves saw it, he didn't just sign the sign, he took the time to chat with the family and even posed for a selfie with them. Hunt later told CNN, "What you read about him being such a great person with a great heart is true." Her 16-year-old son, Ethan, was the mastermind behind the sign, hoping to catch Reeves' attention and make him feel appreciated. This is just one of many heartwarming moments from Reeves, who's known for his kindness and respect toward fans. After all, it's not every day that a star like Keanu takes a detour from his busy schedule to brighten someone's day. The third Bill and Ted film, Bill and Ted Face the Music, is the latest addition to the cult classic series that started with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in 1989 and continued with Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey in 1991. The film saw the iconic duo receiving a visit from the future, tasked with creating a song to save the universe. Just another day in the life of Keanu Reeves. As if that wasn't enough, Keanu's fan base has grown so much that there are calls for him to be named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Bill and Ted Face the Music hit the theaters in August 2020, and fans enjoyed seeing what kind of magic Reeves brought on the screen.
And I thought you were gone.
Well, no, we were still eating and you were still singing Hey Jude.
Number 2, Keanu takes pay cuts and gifts motorcycles to crew. Keanu Reeves has always been known for his generosity, and his actions on and off set prove why he's so beloved. While filming the Matrix sequels, Reeves made headlines by taking a hefty pay cut to ensure more money went into the film's costumes and special effects. His dedication to making the best possible movie was clear. Reeves' generosity extends beyond the screen. During the production of The Matrix, he went above and beyond to show his appreciation for the stunt team. After working together on the film, he surprised each of the 12 stuntmen with Harley-Davidson motorcycles. "I just wanted to give a bigger thank you to all these guys who helped me make this," Reeves said, highlighting his gratitude for their hard work. This isn't the only instance of Reeves putting his money where his heart is. Known for being selfless, he once took a significant pay cut for The Devil's Advocate in 1997 so that legendary actor Al Pacino could join the cast.
What a pleasure. I'm a huge fan.
Pacino's salary would have stretched the film's budget, so Reeves gladly sacrificed $2 million to make it happen. His admiration for Pacino was a key motivator behind his decision. Similarly, in 2000, Reeves took a dramatic 90% pay cut for his role in The Replacements to ensure Gene Hackman could be cast. By this point, Reeves had already seen the success of the first Matrix film and felt confident making such a sacrifice. In a 2008 Total Film interview, Reeves spoke about his experiences working with both Hackman and Pacino. He expressed no regrets about his pay cuts, emphasizing how much he valued learning from these great actors. To hang out with him and just see how they go about their craft, Reeves reflected, "They're both just such beautiful actors." Reeves' actions reflect a deep sense of respect and appreciation for his colleagues, setting a high bar for generosity in Hollywood. From gifting motorcycles to taking pay cuts, Keanu Reeves continues to show that he's not just a beloved actor, but a genuinely great person.
Open your door!
Number 1. He turned tragedy into opportunities to help. Keanu Reeves faced unimaginable pain in the late 90s when his partner, Jennifer Syme, lost their baby daughter, Ava Archer, at 8 months pregnant. The heartache strained their relationship, leading to their separation. Tragedy struck again when Syme died in a car accident 18 months later, and Reeves was a pallbearer at her funeral. Amid his grief, Reeves channeled his energy into helping others. He supported his sister Kim through her battle with leukemia, covering her $5 million in medical bills. Inspired by her struggle, Reeves now donates 70% of his earnings to cancer research. Reeves also found solace in giving back through his work and relationships. He met artist and philanthropist Alexandra Grant when she requested a poem he had written. Their professional collaboration on the book Ode to Happiness blossomed into a deep friendship and eventual love. Grant admires Reeves for his creativity, kindness, and unwavering support, noting that their relationship has positively impacted her own work. Grant has spoken about how their bond has enriched her life and art. She mentions that Reeves has inspired her to approach creative challenges with a new perspective, turning frustrations into opportunities for growth. Their relationship, while private, is grounded in a shared dedication to their passions. Friday nights are dedicated to art, with Reeves balancing his time between his acting career and his band, Dogstar. Despite the hardships, Reeves remains humble and generous. His commitment to helping others and his open-hearted nature continue to shine through. As he puts it, "I like to help, I just can't help it." This attitude, combined with his dedication to his craft and his loved ones, makes Keanu Reeves not only a beloved actor, but also a genuinely inspiring individual.
No. And you just kept going. It's amazing.
And there you have it. 10 undeniable proofs that Keanu Reeves truly is the nicest celebrity in Hollywood. From his heartfelt interactions with fans to his generous acts of kindness behind the scenes, Keanu's actions speak louder than words. His humility and genuine compassion make him a beacon of goodness in an industry that can often feel superficial. As we've seen, Keanu's kindness isn't just a facade. It's a core part of who he is. If you enjoyed this look into Keanu's remarkable kindness, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that celebrates the best in Hollywood. And if you have any favorite Keanu moments that we missed, share them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.